Corel Font Manager is a standalone application that works in conjunction with Corel Draw and Corel Photo Paint that enables you to search, filter, and organize your fonts. And introduced in Corel Draw Graphics Suite 2021, you can now preserve your font structure by exporting a font database. This means that if you need to install Corel Draw Graphics Suite on a different system, all you have to do is import the database. Or in the case of an organization that stores fonts on a shared network, everyone can import the same database so that collections and folders are consistent throughout the office. If you upgrade Corel Draw Graphics Suite on the same system after 2021, the database will be preserved automatically, and you won't need to import a saved database. Note that a font database doesn't include the fonts themselves. It contains the structure of the folders and collections that you've set up. The fonts themselves would have to be present on whatever system a database is imported into. Before we get started, if you're watching this video on YouTube, you'll find a link in the description below that will take you to our tutorial page on Corel's Discovery Center. Here you can also view a written copy of this tutorial. The Corel Font Manager can be accessed by its own icon or from the Launch menu in Corel Draw or Corel Photo Paint. By default, the My Fonts folder and Favorites collection are included. The My Fonts folder includes all system-installed fonts and any fonts in added folders that are watched by Corel. By default, Corel watches Documents, Corel, Corel Content Fonts, and any subfolders within. If I want Corel to also watch fonts in another folder, I can click the Add Folder icon, and I'll browse to and add my Fun Fonts folder. Collections are groups of fonts that I access often. In Favorites, I can add a few fun fonts by dragging them into Favorites, and I'll also include some from the My Fonts folder. Clicking Favorites shows what's inside. To add a new collection, I'll click Add Collection and name this collection Scripts. I'll return to My Fonts to see what I should add to the Scripts collection. In the Style filter, I'll check Script and drag a few of these into the collection. Now in Corel Draw, I'll start the Text tool and open my Fonts dropdown. After clicking the filter icon, I can see my Fun Fonts folder and my Scripts collection. My Favorites collection contains the fonts I placed in there. Returning to the Font Manager, I'll choose File, Export Folders and Collections. The XML database file can be placed anywhere, such as Documents, Corel, Corel Content, Fonts. It's good practice to include the date in the file name in case you export different databases at different times. Now let's say I've installed Corel Draw Graphics Suite on a different system, or that I've received a database XML file from a colleague. My Font Manager now has only the default My Fonts folder and the default Favorites collection, which contains no fonts yet. If I open Corel Draw or Corel Photo Paint, I'll see the same thing: empty favorites and no extra folders or collections. Returning once again to the Font Manager, I'll choose File, Import Folders and Collections, and bring in the saved XML file. I have an update message with a note that changes in Font Manager will not affect earlier versions of the application. Now, as before, I have the Fun Fonts folder, a few fonts in Favorites, and a few in the Scripts collection. After Font Manager is updated, I'll see the same update message in Corel Draw and Corel Photo Paint as well. And the imported folders and collections will appear in both applications. Keep in mind that the imported XML database file is a structure file that points to specific fonts. If fonts can't be found, you'll be prompted with a dialog outlining what's missing so that you can take the appropriate steps to fix the problem. This brings us to the end of this tutorial on font databases in Corel Draw Graphics Suite. If you've been watching this video on YouTube, you'll find a link in the description below that will take you to our tutorial page on Corel's Discovery Center. Here you can also view a written copy of this tutorial.